Imagine you're standing at the base of a mountain. You look up and see the peak disappearing into the clouds. Your goal seems almost unreachable. But something stirs within you. A voice inside says, "I want to climb that." That's motivation, the spark that ignites action. But what happens when you're halfway up that mountain? When your muscles are screaming, when the weather turns nasty, when that initial excitement has long faded? That's when discipline takes over. The fuel that keeps you moving when motivation has been exhausted. Motivation is electric, isn't it? It's that rush of excitement when you envision a new possibility. It's powerful enough to get you started on the journey toward your dreams. You know the feeling. That moment when you decide to lose weight, start a business, learn a new skill, or transform your life in some meaningful way. Motivation feels unstoppable. It makes you believe anything is possible. And in those moments of pure motivation, you might even wonder why you ever struggled before. This time will be different, you tell yourself. And you're right. This time can be different. But not because motivation will carry you all the way. Motivation, by its very nature, is fleeting. It's an emotion, and like all emotions, it ebbs and flows. It burns bright, but consumes itself quickly. This isn't a flaw in your character, it's human nature. Nobody, not even the most accomplished among us, feels motivated every single day. Not every Olympic athlete jumps out of bed excited for another grueling training session. Not every successful entrepreneur wakes up thrilled about tackling difficult business decisions. What truly sets extraordinary achievers apart is what happens when that initial motivation fades. So what is discipline? Discipline is what transforms a momentary decision into a lifelong commitment. It's the daily practice, the routine, the habits that become so ingrained that they override your temporary feelings. Discipline says, "I don't care if you feel like it today. This matters, so we're doing it anyway." While motivation asks how you feel, discipline asks what's important. Motivation is based on emotion. Discipline is based on values. Motivation fluctuates. Discipline is consistent. Think about the most significant achievements in human history. The great works of art, scientific breakthroughs, architectural marvels, or world-changing movements. None of them came from motivation alone. They were built day by day through consistent effort, often in the face of resistance, setback, and doubt. Let me give you some examples. Michelangelo didn't paint the Sistine Chapel in a burst of inspiration. He spent 4 years on his back, paint dripping into his eyes, methodically creating his masterpiece. Marie Curie didn't discover radium in a flash of insight, but through years of painstaking research in difficult conditions. That's discipline in action. Now here's the good news. Discipline, like any skill, can be developed. It's a muscle that grows stronger with use. Let me share how you can build it. First, start small. Don't try to transform your entire life overnight. Choose one area where discipline will make the biggest difference and focus there. Small wins build momentum. Second, create systems, not goals. Goals are the destination. Systems are the path. Don't just say, "I want to write a book." Instead say, "I will write for 30 minutes every morning before checking my phone." The goal focuses on the outcome. The system focuses on the process. Third, remove temptation. Discipline isn't about having superhuman willpower. It's about creating an environment where less willpower is required. If social media distracts you, delete the apps from your phone. If junk food tempts you, don't keep it in your house. Fourth, embrace discomfort. The capacity to do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel, is a superpower. Start seeing discomfort not as something to avoid, but as a signal of growth. Fifth, forgive your failures. Discipline isn't perfection. It's persistence. When you fall short, and you will, don't waste energy on guilt. Simply return to your practice. Here's the beautiful truth I want to share with you. Motivation and discipline aren't rivals, they're partners. Motivation is what gets you started, what helps you see new possibilities, what inspires change. Without that initial spark, the journey never begins. But discipline is what keeps you going when that spark dims. It's what turns intention into impact. The most successful people I've studied don't rely exclusively on either motivation or discipline. They understand how to use both. They harness motivation when it's present, drawing energy and inspiration from it. But they've also built the discipline to continue when motivation wanes. Think of it this way. Motivation is like weather. changeable and beyond your control. Discipline is like climate, something you create through consistent habits over time. You have dreams that matter. You have work to do in this world that only you can do. Your unique combination of talents, experiences, and perspective equips you to make contributions no one else can make. But between you and that contribution lies a path that will sometimes feel exciting and sometimes feel exhausting. A path with both sunshine and storms. Motivation will help you see the path and take those first steps. Discipline will help you stay on it when the journey gets tough. Remember, the spark matters. Cherish it, nurture it, seek it out, but also build the capacity to keep moving forward when that spark temporarily dims. Because it will dim for everyone at some point. And in those moments when motivation has abandoned you, when the path seems too difficult, when you're tempted to turn back, that's when discipline becomes your greatest ally. That's when you discover what you're truly capable of. So embrace both the spark and the fuel. Let motivation inspire you. Let discipline transform you. Because the world needs what only you can build. And building anything of lasting value requires both the electric energy of motivation and the steady power of discipline.